The full-length version of this video is only available to premier members of the Smarter Real Estate Tribe. These video trainings are recorded live weekly to expose the secrets of successful real estate entrepreneurs across the country. To access the complete video library, including all exclusive mastermind mentor interviews, visit www.smarterrealestatetribe.com and join us as a premier member of the Smarter Real Estate Tribe community. All right, Bia, first of all, hi, welcome. I'm excited to have you. Thank you.
Thank you. I am excited to be here with you.
Sweet. We're going to just jump in because you guys, I know Bia has a ton of content. I've been through her slides last night and this morning. I'm really, really excited about what we're going to go through today. I don't know that we talk about this enough. And first of all, what I want to do is I want to do this. Jump in the chat. I want to ask a couple of questions. Have you, first of all, let me ask you this. Are you currently working, or do you have someone on your team that currently does your interior design work? What is it that has stopped you or made you hesitant to bring or to have an interior designer come and look at some of the work that you do? Maybe, I know Trevor, your wife comes in, helps with some stuff. That might be why you don't have someone dedicated to your team. Have you had other bad experiences in working with someone in the interior design world? What is it? And I'll go in and I'll just say a couple of things as to what, as to some challenges that I've had working with interior designers. And Bia and I have talked about this openly, have we not? Over the last month or so.
Yeah.
And this is really why, Bia, I'm having you on the call. You're my first, interior designer per se that I've had on this weekly call. So I think that speaks volumes. You guys got to know, Bia has been intricately involved in my business and in several tribe members' businesses for the last, 60 days now. And it has been just an absolute treat. I'll say this, I have found a lot of designers that have phenomenal ideas, but the ideas don't tend to match my budget, nor is the execution of those ideas a reality for me and for that particular property. I want to hear what your challenges have been. And honestly, one of the reasons why I want to do this is that will help Bia and I serve you within the tribe, better on a weekly basis or on a deal per deal basis. So let us know what those issues, and concerns, I guess, have been in the past. So you guys, Bia, like I mentioned earlier, has been involved in a lot of projects that we've been doing over the last several months. And she's been absolutely phenomenal to work with. And I cannot endorse her more. If you decide you want to have her on your team, great. I'm just saying that she's great.
So I was lucky enough. Actually, I went to school to be a linguist in England, but 11 years later, I decided that my passion was architecture. And I never, ever managed to get into architecture school. I was very bad in math. And then I ended up, setting for interior design. At the time, interior design didn't even exist. So I studied interior decor and met my husband in Brazil and was given an opportunity by Ashley Furniture Industries, to be part of their team in 2000 to grow the up and coming Ashley Home Stores. At the time, it didn't exist. And my husband and I were sent to, I married him, and then we were sent to Malaysia. So I lived in Malaysia, India, Indonesia, 17 years in China, where I honed the skills of sourcing, merchandising, and then had an opportunity to work rehabbing because in China, you're not allowed to buy, foreigners are not allowed to buy property, only one property, and it's so difficult. So people would do a long lease to be able to remodel, and then it's like the Burr method, and I did that for actually 17 years. Or 15 plus years, you know, give or take, when I left Ashley to embrace that full time. And then I as a trailing spouse, my husband and I have 2 teenage children. So we decided that it was time to leave China and give the kids an opportunity abroad. We both had opportunities abroad, and they were born in China, lived in China all their life. So it was time for them to explore and have opportunity. So in June 2019, I landed in Salt Lake City like a carrot. My husband uprooted me. And you know, and here I come. I'm like, who's going to give me an opportunity? And I have to say, Mike, you were the only one. And I really thank you for that. I mean, you trusted me, you gave me an opportunity, and I don't know what I will do to thank you.
You talk about this all the time in the world of aesthetics. Now, guys, I want to tell you that some of these words, some of the language, you're going to get a little bit maybe overwhelmed with. You're going to walk away from today's meeting, though, with concepts, ideas, and thoughts that you never had. Like, I'm just going to drop this word like aesthetics. When's the last time that a flipper used this word? And you use it all of the time. Bia, talk to us about aesthetics. When you arrive onto a project, what are you thinking as it relates to the aesthetics?
Aesthetics is how you feel. So it's like an intrinsic sensorial emotional value.
I think sometimes we get cutesy and talk about these words where I immediately come back to, how does that affect my bottom line? How do you speak to that?
I feel the same way, and I relate to the hurdles of saying, I'm an interior designer. And probably you imagine somebody driving a Maserati with long nails and, you know, high heels. And one of the things that I always hear, every rehabber, the first thing they ask me or ask themselves, what color should we do here? How do we go about here? And there is a system for that. And it's a bigger system, and the answer comes later. So when you walk through that door, you need to understand what door you walk through, the style of that home, or if that home lacks in style, okay, right? And then you have to define your style.
Talk to me about the trends right now and what you're starting to see trend-wise as it relates to this slide.
Right. So so there are lots of trends out there, and it's so difficult for a lay person to put their hands on it. So I'm just giving a few examples. You know, you have to, your wife, your assistant, your designer of choice has to take the time.
To view the remaining portion of this training video, become a premier member of the Smarter Real Estate Tribe, where we are focused on one thing: getting you results and doing what you've always wanted, to become a real estate entrepreneur. To learn more, go to www.smarterrealestatetribe.com or click on the link below.